EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 41 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker with the extra point. And that means the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10, it's Levis. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Levis, who's going to audible to something else. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And bulldozing his way through. He's still on his feet. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think you earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles. But I tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it. And even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jackson now off the bootleg. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Levis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. And Levis going to change the play. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 7-7, our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now they'll shift things around. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, he tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here. I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Levis throwing for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Levis to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert it, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's deep for Duvernay. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Najee Harris, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fighting his way through contact. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Levis out of the shotgun now. And he's got his target, Harris. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Najee Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. They got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. With Sean Bateman as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding the situation, making sure they get to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Levis. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Evans, 79 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. And caught out! Oh, and one of the side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap to give to Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson now. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Levis now on 2nd down. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if
If he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Up the middle they go. Baker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Lamar changing the look. Jackson from the shotgun. Completes it likely on the out route. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll buy some time right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Levis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 81. A 5-yard gain on the play.
1st and 10, it's Levis. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack at 2nd and 12. to throw. It's Levis. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. Oh, my goodness. Just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, Levis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 37 yards. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Levis looking to move him around a bit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Levis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. This is 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Levis to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and 1. Levis sets up the throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The city always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week one and week two. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.